I
Yes.
know. I
Yeah.
had whenever I've been doing the show and we make announcements about it, wherever it is I am, women will walk up to me and say, oh, this is what happened to my girls, or this
Mhm.
is what's, because we all have stories and the
Right.
stories may not be exactly alike, but they're
Mhm.
very, very similar. And
Mhm.
so it's one of those things that, I mean, I had a young lady who came up to me and she was probably about 23 or 24. And she was still a little bit agitated in talking about it because she had some kind of a disease, and I don't remember what it was now, but because she said it very fast. And
Mhm.
she said, and they told me about it when I was 12, and I had to go to the doctor at 12, and the doctor was a man. And he started just feeling on her
Wow.
without her permission,
Mhm.
without acknowledging, oh, you're starting to develop, nothing about that. And so that traumatized her more than whatever the disease or the circumstances were with her breast. That traumatized her more. And so it's one of those things that we want to have people really get an understanding of how to talk to a woman, how to treat a woman so that there's not those kinds of issues. So
I've recently had a situation where I was dating a guy and he has all nieces. He has all sisters and all the sisters have had daughters. And so he's the guy in the family. He's the uncle. And we were at his mom's house. It was Halloween. They were passing out candy. And his 16-year-old niece came in the room. And so the room has different cousins and aunts and different people in the room. And this 16-year-old girl walks into the room. It's my first time meeting her. And my boyfriend at the time said, hey, well, what's going on? I heard you had a lump in your breast. Like, did you go to the doctor? What they say? And I'm looking at him like, wait, what's going on? So I kind of like pulled him to the side. I was like, hey, she's like, you don't ask her about that. It's a crowd of people. She's a young lady. He's seeing her as his little baby niece. He's concerned about her health. Someone has told him there was a concern. I'm like, but in a room, you shouldn't just ask a woman about her breast.
yeah,
Just
it's not a boo-boo when she fell
right,
down off of her
right,
bicycle.
right. And it was lost on him. And I was like, mm-mm. And so he's trying to defend it by saying, well, that's my niece. And I said, but it was a room full of people. I just met her. Whether she was embarrassed or not, I don't want you to think it's okay to just ask a woman about any of her breast concerns in a crowded room. It's just not something you need to do. So it was interesting to see him be oblivious to it. And I think it was out of just true concern for her health.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it was like, but
Absolutely.
respect her space in that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.